Hey y'all, I'm Mari.
And I'm Mila.
And we have a show called
Chew on That.
So Chew on That is basically a BIPOC based talk show, educational show where we bring guests each episode talking about their traditional foods and the background of their culture, and we just dive in. Today we'll be talking about Thailand. And did you know that Thailand has many islands, specifically over 1,000? Mila, I heard you have some fun facts.
I do have some fun facts. For our first fun fact, in Thai culture, they believe it to be bad luck if you eat alone. Every meal is something that should be celebrated, so that's why I'm here with Mari and our secret surprise guest later. So we'll be talking about some food.
I'm like, you eat food like by yourself?
Do
you never eat food by yourself?
Well, and I'm not the type of person to go into a restaurant and eat by myself. I used to be a waitress, and whenever I saw someone eating by themselves, I'd be like, oh, so sad.
Really?
But no, I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person.
Have you ever heard of self-love? You never take yourself on a little self-love date? Anyway, so our second fact is the uniqueness of Thai cuisine is attributed to the fact of their independence because they've never been colonized, which is not to say that a lot of other Asian countries haven't been colonized. So it's really cool to think about that because don't really see that nowadays considering how big colonization is around globally. So, yeah.
Yeah, a little heavy fun fact, but also a fun fact nonetheless. But let's get started and meet our guest.
So today we have Mica Kendall. Woo! So Mica Kendall is a 22-year-old Thai American who loves music and loves going to concerts pre-COVID and loves Asian food. So tell us a little bit more about Thai culture or what it means to you.
Firstly, Sawadika. Secondly, Thai culture has strong connection to my mom, who is Thai and also has lived in Japan. So I've been raised in a household that has implemented both Thai and Japanese culture. And I'm excited to eat dishes today.
Yeah.
We're excited to eat with you too.
We're excited to eat with you so that we don't have any more bad luck.
Oh yeah,
we
don't
can
have
eat
the bad
together.
luck.
What's the meal for today?
Yeah, so for our first meal, we'll be taking a look at Pad Thai, which you may already be familiar with. But Mica, tell us about what that dish means to you and why you chose it.
So I chose Pad Thai because I feel like Pad Thai is like the staple Thai dish for anyone that's into Thai food. It's quite essential to the Thai culinary experience, but for me, my mom would make Pad Thai for me and my dad to share, so it just has the connotation of me sharing Pad Thai noodles with my father at home.
I'm really excited to try again. I first had it like once I graduated high school, so pretty late in the game, but I'm excited.
Yeah, I was also pretty late in the game, like sophomore year of high school. I was a late Pad Thai bloomer. What can I say? All right, so for our first Pad Thai fun fact, write this down if you're taking notes at home. But even though Pad Thai is super popular now, it wasn't always implemented into Thai cuisine. During World War II, there were rice shortages, so people started turning to like noodles for staples and dishes. So now we have like Pad Thai, Pad Woon Sen, basil noodles, things like that.
So to try to overshine Mila, my fun fact...
To one up my fun fact!
To one up your fun fact! My fun fact today is that in 2020, Pad Thai was the second most ordered takeout food in the US. So it's kind of crazy considering it's over French fries. So that's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna dive into the Pad Thai first.
I've never had Pad Thai with chicken. I always have it with just like veggies. So let's find out. Ignore the me pulling.
So I'm really excited to see how different restaurants do Thai food. So I'll start with the Pad Thai. I've also never had it with like crispy chicken. It's usually just been like, I guess, regular chicken just cooked. So, oh my gosh, my noodles.
Yummy. There's a hint of peanut in the Pad Thai, but it's contrasting well with the crunchiness of the chicken.
Honestly, with the chicken, it's really good. Like, as Michael was saying, like, you can really taste the peanut.
you could really taste the peanut flavor. It's like pretty nice.
Very good. I liked the crispiness of it. I wasn't sure what I was expecting. But yeah, it was a nice touch. Maybe a little more sauce. Like, it was peanutty, and I do like the peanut flavor, but just something a little to give it more like, like less stickiness, a little more sauce maybe. But I thought it was pretty good flavors.
Well, it's really good. I like it with the chicken. I might start doing it with chicken katsu now. I'd give it an 8.5. Don't know why I'm saying 8.5. I think I'm preserving my lovely 9s or 10s, but I'll say 8.5, like a strong 8.5.
So today, for our second dish, we're going to be talking about pineapple fried rice. I've never really had pineapple fried rice, if I'm being honest. I'm like, it sounds kind of interesting, a little nerving. Well, not like too nerving, but like a little bit, because like my brain just like thinks about like pineapple fried rice with like, you know, little like pineapple chunks, whether it's like fresh or like canned and like poured over, like, I don't know, like I don't really know. Mila, have you ever had fried rice?
Yeah, I get that, but that's because it's hard to picture pineapple plus fried rice, because a lot of times people have like plain fried rice on its own, but that pineapple really does add something. I love like the sweet profile mixed with the savory profile.
Like Ramsay?
Yeah, if you have a little chicken in there, then the pineapple can like counteract it with its sweetness. Sometimes people put like raisins in it too, which is really nice. But yeah, what's your experience with pineapple fried rice and why do you choose it?
So pineapple fried rice to me adds an extra pizzazz element to the standard fried rice because the pineapple just gives that extra like oomph, like 10 out of 10 value to consuming a fried rice. And my mom used to make pineapple fried rice for me for my bento box as a kid. So I've been consuming pineapple fried rice for a very long time. So I've always enjoyed it without getting sick of it.
I don't know, because like my brain just can't imagine it. Like my brain just thinks of, I don't know, like maybe like sticky mango rice, but like it being
pineapple.
salty. Yeah, it being salty and like not having like the condensed milk aspect. Like do you think my prescription's like pretty well of like what it would be?
Nah.
Absolutely
not.
Is there not like pineapples and like
It's not.
pieces?
It's kind of like having like a savory crepe, but like what you're talking about is dessert, because there's no condensed milk action in the pineapple fried rice. The pineapple fried rice is just like you're consuming like the chicken and the rice, but then you get like a little like boop of like sweetness with the pineapple, but it's not like overpowering to the extent where you can categorize it as a dessert.
But
So-
the pineapple chunks are in it,
Yes.
like visibly.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's kinda
They're
nice.
not invisible.
They're right there. They're right there, so you can see it.
Yes.
I'm excited to try them. But you know, as true on that fashion, as y'all will soon figure out once we keep watching, we love our little fun facts. So one of our fun facts for pineapple fried rice is that rice in general within Thai culture is like a staple. So typically there's this greeting that goes with it that says, "Have you eaten rice today?" Which is said in Thai, but I am a little shy.
My little fun fact is that there's a lot of different rituals and ceremonies performed in Thailand to ensure that there's a successful rice harvest. So they do a royal plowing ceremony where the royal family comes, and that's happened for 700 plus years. And then they also do like different offerings to like the spirits, like the rice spirits. So
That's kind of nice.
yeah.
That's very pure. Hope they have a good harvest.
I hope so too.
Hope they have
Yeah.
a good harvest. But yeah, so we shall dig in, see if the pineapple fried rice is as pizzazzy as Miss Mica has posed it to be.
And so now I'm gonna dive into the pineapple fried rice, which has some raisin, which don't be alarmed by the raisins because that is popular in making pineapple fried rice, is to implement the raisin for added sweetness with the pineapple.
So I'm gonna get a big piece of pineapple and some ricey.
Little birdie told me Mari didn't really like it, so I'm gonna see what that's all about, see what the fuss is.
More flavorful than the pad thai, but also, alas, a 10 out of 10, and I have to get some pineapple.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Because it's very much like, I don't know.
It's pretty good. It's just regular pineapple fried rice, I think. Like, it's Bangkok level. I probably should have heated it up a little bit before, but I really like the pineapple, the raisins. I don't think there's anything you can go wrong with pineapple fried rice.
Pineapple's very fresh, so that's very key to the success. But so far, Bangkok Pinto is doing a good job.
I don't know, it just tastes like fried rice. Like, this sounds bad, but it just tastes like fried rice with like a random piece of mango. I mean, not mango, pineapple, random piece of mango. I'm thinking of the mango sticky rice, I'm ready to eat that. Cause this is kind of whatever. I could see the appeal, no hate, no tea, no shade. But it just tastes like normal fried rice. I'd give it like a 7, maybe I give it a 7, I'll be nice.
So for our last and final dish, we will be doing the mango sticky rice. Woo! A lovely little dessert, the same dessert that I thought was similar to pineapple fried rice, which obviously I was proved wrong by Miss Mica. And so, really excited to try it.
It do be the staple Thai dessert for sure. I feel like mango sticky rice, like in Thai culture, is like the equivalent for like dessert, like mochi in like Japan culture. Like it's just very popular and essential. And I really like it because I'm a fan of like the coconut condensed milk clashing with the fresh mango. So it's just like, it's not too heavy and it feels just like, it's a very like refreshing dessert tasting experience.
Refreshing is such a good word to use because with the fresh mango on top, it really helps like brighten up the like sweetness of the condensed milk, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but honestly, it's true. I'm like, the hella like sweetness of like the rice and just like, I don't know, like how strong that is, and then like having like the nice little cup of water. You could say like water, little juicy on top to, you know, just like refresh your palate. Now I'm gonna use that word. That's a good word to describe it.
But the rice has to be sticky, and to ensure that, the rice needs to be soaked for more than 4 hours.
Oh,
so
really?
it's
Oh,
I
kind
didn't
of
know
a tedious dish.
I'm like, do you make it
Yeah.
like at home or?
No, but my mom's Thai friends make it, and it's very
Ooh.
critical to soak the rice to get the exact sticky texture that makes the dessert good.
That's nice.
So if we're making it at home, now we know you have to soak it.
For 4, like at least 4 hours?
Or overnight.
Wow.
So it depends how much.
How good you want it, yeah.
I don't know, that reminds me of, now we're gonna talk about my culture for a second. But I'm Venezuelan and we make flan, and it's like the same type, or called quesillo, but like typically known as flan. And like you have to like soak it, like all of that, like let the caramel like soak in, so it gets like all the juice, because if not, then like it's just dry. So I feel like it's like the same, like if you don't soak it for those hours, whether it's any type of dish that has a lot of moisture in it, it's gonna be a flop. So take little Mica's little tip. Speaking of facts, mango sticky rice is the traditional dessert of Thailand. So as Mila was saying before, it's like similar for them two to be paired together, like pad thai and mango sticky rice. So good to have. And over 200 different types of mangoes grow in Thailand. So it's kind of crazy to think about, considering never really thought about it before. I only thought that there was one mango and the same breed for all of them.
For my fun fact, since mangoes are such a big deal in Thailand, every year there's a mango festival held in Bangkok, which is the capital. And this is such a big sort of event. There's like performances, competitions, and a bunch of vendors like selling their different mango themed foods, like desserts or entrees, I assume, things like that. To go down the streets of the mango festival.
Right. we're about to dig in and enjoy our little mango sticky rice memories.
And there's not as much sticky rice as I would like, but we'll make it work. And she's a little sticky, so we need to cut it.
Oh my gosh, this is really sticky. Wait a minute. It really was marinated for 4 hours. I can see that because it's so sticky.
They put the 4 hours.
Yeah. These are really thicky pieces of mango, though. They're so thick that okay, there we go.
Usually it's like summer's like the best time to get mango sticky rice. But yeah, I'm excited to have it. As I've said before, it's like one of my favorite desserts, so let's try it.
It's really good. Really good. Very chewy, very gummy. Very juicy, delicious.
That was delicious. I took my time to think it through, and yeah, I was worried. I don't know why I was worried, just because I really like the Bangkok mango sticky rice, but this one was really good. The mango is pretty fresh. The condensed milk was good. Very sticky rice.
So I would give this like a 9. It's very chewy, very sweet. And yeah, thank you.
It's probably as ASMR sounds of me chewing. Sorry. It's good. That's why it's so good. That's why I'm like salivating probably in the audio, but 10 out of 10. Very good. So how did you guys like the dishes I picked?
Should I go first?
Yeah, I'll let you take the wheel.
Yeah.
Miss Bangkok.
I really liked them. I've never had the crispy chicken and pad thai before. You can't go wrong with like crispy anything, so that was really delicious. Mango sticky rice is always a fan favorite, I feel like. And pineapple fried rice. I don't get it often, but when I do, I'm like, you know what, I should get this more. So it was really nice to just like have Thai food again, I think, for me. What about you?
I feel like, very unfortunately, I was not a big fan of the pineapple fried rice. I thought things would change. I thought once I tried it, things would start to click, but they felt like it did not click. I'm wondering if it was like what Mila said, like it not being like as piping hot. Like maybe I should reheated it before. But then even trying to imagine that, I feel like there was no savior. There was no savior there. But I would try it if like, you know, Mica made it or like your mom made it. And then like I would try it and like
The
eat it.
pineapple's not gonna go
You
though.
wouldn't
It's
hate,
there to
you
stay.
wouldn't hate Micah's mom to her face is what you're saying.
Mari hates my childhood. You take away.
I love your childhood and your
Man.
favorite
She
dish.
doesn't like the pizzazz of a pineapple.
She can't
and fried
handle
rice.
it, I guess. She
handle
can't
it. I
handle
feel
the
like it's too many
pizzazz.
different flavors. Like, you know in Ratatouille, like when he eats like the, what is it?
The
The
cheese
strawberry and the
right there.
cheese, like all the little flavors, like
Well, we
all
got the
colors.
raisins too.
And then
there was
that,
raisins.
it just didn't work.
It's called culture.
But listen here. Listen here. I tried my best. I thought I fell in love. And I just couldn't fall in love with it the way I wanted to. I wanted to love your childhood, but I guess I have to hate it.
You
by
like the
default.
pad thai though.
I do like the pad thai. The pad thai was really good. I liked the chicken katsu. It was a good touch. I never really get it with chicken. So it was good.
How did you like it?
I liked everything. I really inhaled my plate. I really liked the soaking peanut aspect of the pad thai. Because usually if I get pad thai, like noodles are noodles, but I felt like these noodles had like more flavor to them, which enhanced the tasting experience. And then the mango sticky rice was really good because I could tell that they let the rice soak for a very long time. That's why we all had to cut the sticky rice, but it was very tasty and refreshing.
You can't go wrong.
can't go
It's a fan
wrong.
favorite. If you haven't had it before, please go out to your local Thai restaurant and get mango sticky rice because it's really good.
Really, really good.
I did not know about it being bad luck to eat alone in Thai culture because I have definitely had my fair share of eating alone. So that was new for me.
But now we can look forward into 2021 with, all right, let me grab Mari real quick and force her to eat with me
Yes.
to expel that
There
bad
was
luck.
no bad luck today.
Mm-mm. Good vibes only.
Yeah.
Totally today. But yeah, thanks y'all for watching the first episode of Chew on That, where we love to talk about different BIPOC cultures and learn more for all of us. But yeah, please tune in to the next episode where we'll be talking about a new, different culture and trying a new set of dishes. But yeah, thank you again, Mica, for
Thank you.
coming out. And
Kakunka.
yeah, thanks y'all.
Bye.